Right, I'll take a quick moment to talk about the night games, but I'll only sketch over it briefly here because we'll spend a lot more time in the next document to do with the game details, talking about the night games. But for those who attended our event at Sunnybridge last year, many believed that the night games that they went through there was the most extraordinary paintball experience that they'd ever had. What we do is we set all the tanks on fire, we blow them up. So all the way around the town you've got 7, 8, 10, 12, however many of those burning Russian hulks of tanks. And literally they explode, fill them with petrol and stuff like that. We've got parachute flares. I believe we've got over 3,000 flares to set off during the night game, which has to be, and items of pyro, which has to be some sort of record, I would have thought. So as long as as well as the flares, there'll be parachute flares dropping in. There'll be the tanks on fire. We'll also have enormous pyro explosions with huge fireballs going up into the night sky. And what else have we got there? Oh yeah, the other thing is we also use an audio system. The entire site's rigged up with a really high quality audio system. It's so loud that it can make the ground shake. It simulates armour and tanks and stuff like that. So we'll be using the audio system to jazz things up a little bit as well. And of course we'll have all this trace around flying around as well. It'll be pretty extraordinary, to be honest with you. During the night games, every player, you'll use your glow stick that you were given during registration. You'll attach that to your gun, obviously blue for the blue team and red for the red team, and that'll be your form of ID. If you lose your glow stick or you crack it earlier in the day, you can buy another one as a replacement. They're not much, like a quid or two. Oh, quid, I think, 150 maybe. What's about the night games? The night games can be a bit of an acquired taste. There's an awful lot of paint in the air. A lot of people can't see where they're shooting, who they're shooting, and things like that. There's a lot of blue on blue. Confusion always reigns, but they're fantastically exciting, and they're an extraordinary experience to go through. To have best part of 1,000 players running around shooting each other in the dark, lit by the light of burning tanks and shimoolis and parachute flares and enormous fireball pyro explosions is something that not many people get to experience in their life. So the only thing I'd say is that people can get shot quite a lot and at quite close range. So if that fruity aspect of paintball isn't your cup of tea, by all means sit and watch from afar with a beer in your hand. But it will be fairly exhilarating, and if it's something fairly extraordinary that you want, well, from this event, get yourself involved in the night games. And for God's sake, bring a torch. It is literally pitch black, and particularly if you end up getting inside some of the buildings, you literally won't see your hand in front of your face.